Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new Age of Sigmar battle report. This is the second game on a local tournament. It was a 3 rounds tournament and this is the second round. I'm playing my Stormcast Eternals, this time versus Slaanesh, mainly demons of Slaanesh. So this tournament is at 2000 points, and the second scenario was the gift from the heavens. Is the one that the gift or the comet will come in a random position in your deployment zone and one in the enemy deployment zone, and you have to control this point. So my list, I have a Lord Arcanum Gift Charger, a Lord Celestial Stardwake, Lord Castellan, Knight Incantor, 5 Retributors, 2 units of 5 Judicators, 2 units of 5 Liberators, 3 Prosecutors, and the Everblaze Comet. And my opponent have a Demon Prince of Slaanesh, then he has a Herald, 2 Heralds on Seeker Chariot, a unit of 10 Demonettes, a unit of 20 Demonettes, a unit of 30 Demonettes, 10 Seekers, and I think was 9 Fiends of Slaanesh. So let's go to deployment. So I decided to keep in the skies the Liberators, the Retributors, and 1 unit, the Liberators and the Retributors, okay? Putting on the ground the Prosecutors, the 2 units of Judicators, and as well all the characters and the 2 units of Judicators and Prosecutors. So my point here is I will try, I keep my deployment in the center, and then I will move to the left or to the right depending where the comet is coming from or it's coming to. Okay, my opponent deploy, as you can see, quite extended. The 2 Seeker Chariots on his right flank, in the middle the big block of the Fiends and the Seekers, and then also a bunch of Demonettes all over there, the Demon Prince in the middle, and the Herald, so all his characters are more or less on his right flank. Here we see another overview of the battle before we start with the turn 1. And we go for the turn 1 on the Stormcast Eternals. My opponent deployed, I finished to deploy first, and he gave me the initiative. So I have not bring anything from the skies. I'm waiting to know where the comet is going to fall down. And I just move my Judicators a little bit to the front to be able to be in range. I shoot, I put the Everblaze Comet, so I did some mortal wounds, I did some wounds. The Herald, I did not kill any unit or any character, but the Seekers are quite decimated. There are only 4 Seekers remaining, and the Heralds, the Chariots are damaged, and the Herald is also bonded. I think also the Demon Prince is bonded. So I did some wounds here and there, and I concentrate my fire on the Seekers. So because I know that they are very fast, they can charge from this distance. So I just want to neutralize them, to make them in the way that they are not anymore a threat to me. Okay, here we see, and then you see the comet just fall in front of all the Demonites. Here we have another overview before we go to the movement of Slaanesh. So we go to the turn 1 for Slaanesh, and what he did is he spread all his army all over the board. He used the speed, he moved away from me, so in a way that I will not be in range to be able to shoot at him. He put the Seeker's Chariots to my left flank, and he moved the Seekers on my right flank, so everything is spread. Try to have as much more control as he can. I know that I'm very concentrated in the middle. The point is I will try to run in this direction where the comets are falling. So yeah, really the speed is under his advantage. And he did not damage to me, so he was not in range to charge, he did not charge, he did not shoot. So just he spread the army waiting for the comet to see where it's going to fall down. Here we have another overview. We will go to turn 2. Before going to turn 2, here is how he spread, and is in the other corner how the Seekers are. He also moved the Demonids there and the Fiends. They are super fast, so they can go from left to right very, very fast. So we went to the turn 2, I won the roll for initiative, and I decided to give the initiative to my opponent, so it wasn't making sense for me to go first. Everything was out of range, so I prefer to go second, know where all the comets are falling, and try to concentrate on the objectives. So his comet went on his right flank, this at the same time my left flank. Okay, so he balanced his army to this side of the table. And again, you see it's moving quite very far, so he's keeping his army far from me, out of range, so the Judicators will not be able to shoot at them. Moving to the back. So this is how he ended the movement. All his Demonids and the big block of Demonids in his right flank where the comet is falling to be able to score his comet, and the rest, the chariots, very scored to the right, and then the Seekers trying to threat from the other side. But I think the Seekers are there just as a distraction, so I will ignore them at this moment. This picture is in the middle of my movement phase, but I wanted to show it just you can see how or where he deployed. You see the Seekers, the chariots, I mean the Seeker chariots are really on my flank in my deployments, and they are so fast that yeah, they can decide where they go. So let's in my turn 2, what I did is I scored all my comet also arrived in the same side of the board, so in my left flank. So I deployed everything to protect the comet. So I put a unit of Liberators and the Retributors on the comet. I ran with the Stardwake. I used the ability of the Lord Arcanum to be next to the objective, and to be fair, I just balanced all my army to the left. I just moved everything to the left, running. I did some shooting with the Stardwake, just the falling stars. I tried to move the comet, first dissipating and casting again the comet. It did not work, so I did not manage to dissipate the comet. So I just managed to do some mortal wounds on the chariot. So the chariots are really damaged. Okay, and my only movement was to be able to move on top of my objective and score my 2 points. So at this moment we go 2-2. I think the only shooting I did is with the prosecutors as well, and if I'm not wrong, I think I killed one of the chariots, one of the Herald on Seeker chariots, so only one chariot is surviving. So you see here, yeah, one chariot was killed within the shooting and the mortal wounds and all the jazz that I put on him. So, and also his Herald is dead, so at this moment I killed 2 of his 4 characters. The Demon Prince is wounded, and this chariot is also very wounded, so I think it's on 1 wound remaining if I'm not wrong. Okay, I failed my charges. I decided not to use common points to reroll the charges at this moment. So here we see the position, and with that we will go to turn 3. So turn 3 for Slaanesh. So he won the initiative and he decided to go first. So what he did is he moved the unit of 20 Demonids that was holding his objective very close to me to be able to charge, and the other unit of Demonids, of 30 Demonids, he moved it to control his own objective. Now what he's trying to do is he tried to, as my army was a little bit scored to the middle, he has the room to try to charge me and control this objective at the end of his turn. So to reinforce his attack, he will summon another Herald on Seeker chariot just next to the first one. So he's going to have again 2 chariots ready to charge on me. And yeah, on the other side we see the Demonids just advance a little bit, and the Seekers are making the round on the table. So here is where we are going to have the battle. So the demons are not bad. They have rank 1 and they do a huge amount of attacks. So they are quite dangerous. So he charged with the 2 chariots and the demonettes. He killed a lot of retributors. He also made a big damage on the unit of liberators. He did not kill any of the units, but they were, I think, one with 2 and the other one with 3 or something like that. And in retaliation, I killed one of his chariots and a bunch of demonettes. So, but anyway, he managed to have more models next to the objectives, so he was controlling this objective and he was scoring 6 points. So this moment he was 8-2. Here we have another overview. So now we'll need to put pressure to push away this Slaanesh from my objective. And then now it's time for my turn 3. So I need to kick out this Slaanesh from my deployment zone. So, and this is what I focus. So I charge with the Starbake on the Demonettes. I charge with the Lord Arcanum on the Herald on Seeker Chariot. And in my shooting, what I try to do is soften all the Demonettes and the Seeker Chariot. So between the shooting and the close combat, I kill the Chariot and I kill the Demonettes. So I have again control of this, of my objective, or the objective in my deployment zone. So scoring 3 points and yeah, finishing the turn 3 5-8. Here we see another picture of how I'm controlling the objective. The objective is on top of this hill here at the left. And there you see, but now I have in front, I still have in front 30 demonettes, 10 demonettes, a unit of 8 fiends that is, I think is untouched, or maybe they have just one wound on one of them, and then the demon prince. The seekers are so far that I don't even care about them. Okay, so this is my positioning. This is the positioning at the end of the turn 3. And we go to the turn 4, and here I think is where my opponent make a big mistake. He won the initiative and he decided to give me the initiative to me. So it is, I move all my army to protect my objective, and with the Starbake I charge on the 30 demonettes. I also move the Lord Arcanum close to my Starbake, so in case it's needed in the future I can I can put some protection on him, or reward wound, or he will have the 6+ like feel no pain, right? So I just try to protect as much. Also the Lord Arcanum in that position is blocking the summoning in between the units, so because there is not enough space to summon between the units or between the Starbake and the units, so it's another way to block them from coming very close to the objective. So between the shooting and the attacks of the Starbake, I kill all the demonettes except one, and the last demonette just vanished in the warp in the battle shock phase. So this was really devastating charge from the Starbake. Here we see all the Slaanesh that you see there in the corner, all are dead. So yeah, and I was quite happy. So I scored 8 points because I have my 4 of my objective and the 4 of my opponent's objective. So I was 5 + 8, 13. So now I was scoring quite well. So now I have the advantage of being of scoring 2 objectives. We know that this was the last turn because of my we were running out of time. So if my opponent wants to win this battle, he needs to score the 2 objectives. So here we have the Demon Prince with 10 demonettes. He's quite far away. So what he will need to do is try to summon the demonettes as I try to kill the Demon Prince or do damage to him with the Everblaze Comet. It did not manage to do anything. So we go to the turn 4 for Slaanesh, and he summoned, as you can see, 20 demonettes trying to surround my army, trying to get closer to the objective, but yeah, this was not enough. He was not able to summon from the other side because between the Star Drake and the Lord Cannon there is no way to summon, but you summon at 12 inches of your Demon Prince, and then he's doing all this line as far as he can, but he was not able to go closer because I have there the Prosecutors and I also have the unit of Judicators and Liberators there. So he rolled for the charge. He was able to charge if he wanted, but it was not enough to get close enough to the objective and to be able to was not good enough to try to control the objective. On the other side, the Finns surround the Star Drake. They did not assault and they did not charge on the Star Drake. They just move around the Star Drake at the distance to be able to control the objective because they are 8 against my Star Drake, so they are controlling the objective, so he scored his objective. And this was the end of the battle. So here we finish the battle. He scored his objective, meaning the final result was a Stormcast victory 13-12. So this was a very close battle. It was very interesting, and yeah, here really the Slaanesh has the board advantage. He can move where they want. The summoning is quite interesting, but yeah, the bowling is when we went into combat. At the end, the resilience of the Stormcast Eternals was imposing over the speed of the Slaanesh. But anyway, I think it was very interesting, a very close battle, and if we had had a 5th turn, I would like to know how it was finishing, because yeah, it was not clear. Because if he had the initiative on the 5th turn, most likely he was able to score 2 objectives again. So this was forcing me to score 2 objectives again in my turn. So this was interesting, very narrow game, and yeah, and very fun as well. So and that's all. That's all what I want to share here. So I hope you have liked this battle report. Please give a like if you have liked the battle report. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.